Hey there. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Study Success series, where we help you score top grades and unlock those brain cells. Last week we helped you master note-taking, so check it out if you haven't already. Today, we'll share powerful techniques to remember your lessons for a long time. So let's dive in. As you watch this video, keep an eye out for 4 simple but incredibly effective methods. They are active recall, spaced repetition, teach others, and mnemonics. By incorporating these strategies into your study routine, you'll boost your memory retention and leave rote learning in the dust. Don't forget to stick around till the end, because we've got a bonus tip that will make your memory sharper than attack. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fantastic study tips and strategies. Okay, let's get started. Imagine this. You're sitting in class, nodding your head, taking notes and highlighting important sections in your textbook. The teacher finishes the lesson, you pack up your things, and head off to your next class. But when it comes time to study, you open your notes, look at them and think, wait, what did we learn again? We've all been there and it can be frustrating. That's why it's essential to understand how to remember what you've learned. It's not just about taking good notes, it's also about retaining the information. Here are 3 ways to help you remember what you've learned. Now let's introduce you to some groundbreaking study techniques used by top students worldwide. These methods will not only help you remember everything you study, but they'll also turn you into a study pro. Number 1. Active recall. Are you tired of passively reading through your notes without truly absorbing the information? Stop highlighting your textbooks and start using active recall instead. It's time to take control of your learning and achieve those top grades you deserve. This technique involves closing your book after reading a chapter and trying to recall what you have learned without looking at your notes. Write down everything you remember on a clean sheet of paper. This exercise may seem easy, but it's actually quite challenging, especially in the beginning. You may not remember much, but don't worry. As you continue to practice active recall, your brain will start to improve its information retrieval skills. Over time, you'll be able to recall more and more information with each attempt. The beauty of active recall is that it forces your brain to actively retrieve information rather than passively recognizing it. This process strengthens the neural connections between your brain cells, helping you to remember what you've learned for a long time. So grab a blank sheet of paper and put your textbook aside. It's time to put your active recall skills to the test. But before we move on, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with all our awesome study tips. And here's a little brain teaser for you. Can you guess the next number in this sequence? 24816 _ what do you think? Comment below and see if you got it right. Number 2. Spaced repetition. Have you ever experienced this situation? You study hard before an exam and get a good grade, but a few weeks later, you find yourself forgetting most of what you learned. If you relate to this scenario, don't worry, you're not alone. This is a common problem that many students face. The good news is there's a proven solution called spaced repetition. Spaced repetition is a learning technique that involves intentionally spacing out your study sessions over extended periods. Instead of cramming for an exam, this approach encourages you to revisit and review material at increasing intervals. For instance, you might review your notes the day after you study, then again after 3 days, then again after 1 week, and then again after 1 month. Spaced repetition helps you to move information from your short-term to your long-term memory. By forcing your brain to actively retrieve information from memory, spaced repetition helps to strengthen the neural connections responsible for storing that information. This results in more robust and lasting memories. It's like giving your brain a workout. Just as you wouldn't expect to build muscle strength by lifting weights only once, you shouldn't expect to retain information by studying only once. Spaced repetition is a highly effective study technique that can help you achieve better grades and reduce exam stress. Give it a try and watch your academic performance skyrocket. Number 3. Teach others. Have you ever thought of teaching others as a way to solidify your own learning? It might sound counterintuitive, but by sharing what you know with others, you'll be able to remember it better. Teaching others is one of the best ways to reinforce your learning and improve your memory. When you teach someone else, you're forced to organize your thoughts and articulate your ideas in a clear and concise way. This process helps you to identify gaps in your own understanding and can help you to remember the information more accurately and completely. Plus, when you teach someone else, you're more likely to be motivated to study and learn. Knowing that you're responsible for helping someone else grasp a concept can be a powerful incentive to put in the work. So how can you start teaching others to improve your memory and grades? Well, you could find a study buddy or join a study group where you take turns explaining concepts to each other. You could also volunteer to tutor other students or even teach a class. If you're feeling really ambitious, you could start your own YouTube channel and share your knowledge with the world. No matter how you choose to do it, teaching others is a great way to improve your memory and achieve academic success. Now, before we reveal the 4th technique, let's quickly go over the main points we've covered so far. Active recall is an effective way to train your brain to store knowledge. Spaced repetition helps you move information from short-term to long-term memory. Teaching others reinforces learning and improves memory and grades. Now let's move on to the next exciting tip. Number 4. Mnemonics and mind maps. Have you ever struggled to remember the periodic table, the order of operations, or the steps to solving a complex math equation? If so, you're not alone. Remembering lengthy lists of facts and figures can be challenging. However, there are two tricks that can make it easier: mnemonics and mind maps. Mnemonics are memory aids that use vivid and memorable language, such as a sentence or a phrase where the first letter of each word represents something you want to remember. For example, to remember the order of operations, which is often taught in math class, you can use the mnemonic device PEMDAS, which stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. By using this simple phrase, you can easily remember the correct order to follow when solving mathematical expressions. Another type of mnemonic device is the acronym, which is similar to an initialism, but it's pronounced as a single word. For example, the acronym for National Aeronautics and Space Administration is NASA. This can be a fun and engaging way to remember important information, and it can also help you to organize your thoughts and ideas. Mind mapping is a technique that can help you to remember information by creating a visual representation of your thoughts and ideas. It involves starting with a central idea or concept and then branching out into subtopics and details. A great thing about mind maps is that they're visual and they take advantage of the fact that our brains process visual information much faster than text. They're also dynamic and can be adjusted and expanded as you learn more about a topic. To create a mind map, start by writing down the main idea or concept in the center of a page. Then use different colors, shapes, and images to represent subtopics and details. Connect the subtopics to the central idea with lines or arrows. You can also use different fonts and sizes to highlight important information. Mind mapping can be used to remember information from books, lectures, articles, and other sources. It's an effective tool for studying for exams, brainstorming ideas, and planning projects. So if you're looking for a way to remember information more effectively, try using mnemonics or mind maps. It might just be the solution you've been searching for. We hope you found these tips helpful. By incorporating them into your study routine, you can improve your memory and achieve your academic goals. Remember, you can do it. And if you need more support, don't hesitate to reach out to your teachers or classmates. Thanks for watching. See you next time.